Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're going to make this delicious pea soup with a ham bone. So let's get into the vegetable component. We have 3 carrots, a medium onion, a couple of stalks of celery. We also have 2 cloves of garlic and 16 ounces of the dried green peas. I think you can get them in yellow, but I like the green ones better. I think the color is more authentic. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 3 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan. That's my preferred lipid, but you can also use butter. Butter would give it a nice flavor also. That's up to you how you do your mirepoix, because that's exactly what we're going to put in here. We've got our carrots that we've sliced into to the little discs, you know, the usual way, but you could have cut them up any way you want, little cubes. It's a personal choice. I left them that way because these were really skinny carrots. And we have some chopped celery. All right, so that's what's called a mirepoix. No matter how thick or thin you slice it, that is a mirepoix, okay? Excluding garlic, which I was supposed to put in at the end here, but I put it in later. You can see it in that little dish. And this is green peas, and I've rinsed them, but well, see how they get stuck? That's because they're a starchy vegetable, you know, they're very starchy, so once they get wet, they just cling to each other. But don't worry, they'll break apart, no problem. All right, wonderful thing. And then we have the ham bone. Well, every time we do a Christmas ham or something like that, and the Easter ham, we always leave enough meat on the bone so we can make one of these soups. So I make this at least once a year, or every time I make a ham, which is up to twice a year. And then we have chicken stock. And I would recommend that you use low sodium chicken stock because, that's ham has quite a bit of salt in it, and we really, want to reduce sodium as much as we can. So try to go with low sodium if you can. And of course, it depends on how much ham you put in there. But you'll notice I'm not seasoning with salt. Then we're going to add some water. We're going to need 3 cups. So I've got a 2-cup measure here. Then I have to go back and get another cup. But other than that, that is 7 cups of liquid to 16 ounces of dried peas. All right, so we're gonna just give that a little mix. Make sure it's looking good because we've got a couple more things to add. We've got the garlic, which I forgot to put in earlier, but that's okay. It really didn't need to be sauteed anyway. The soup is gonna cook for a long time. And we're gonna add some thyme. Now I'm using the dried thyme. That's about a half a teaspoon. You can also use fresh sprigs. About 3 sprigs would do it, I think. And you'd have to fish them out. Sometimes you tie them together with a string. It makes it easy to find and a little bit easy to pull out. And then all we want to do now is bring this to a simmer. All right, that won't take long. And when it does, you're going to lower the heat to low, and then low, medium low, somewhere in there. And leave a crack. Leave a crack on the edge so that the steam can escape. All right, and that's going to simmer for 1 hour. And at the end of 1 hour, you're going to pull that ham bone out. All right, and good luck with that. Good luck with that. It was a little tough, but we got it out. All right, now there's a lot of meat and there's a lot of fat, and we're going to have to clean that up. So this is going to cool down for a few minutes so I can work with it. And in the meantime, I'm going to allow this to continue cooking, simmering, I should say, uncovered, because we want it to reduce a little bit. We want it to thicken up some more. And besides, some of the peas just don't seem to cook all the way after I tested it. So you can't overcook the peas, believe me when I tell you. So just let it simmer while you're cleaning up the ham bone and chopping up the meat, and it'll be fine. Okay, and while this is optional, I like to use one of these immersion blenders, and I'm just going to run it along the bottom of the pan a few times. The intent is not to puree the entire soup, but just to take some of it and puree it. So I have some chunky and I have some smooth, and you might even have noticed that it thickened as a result of doing that. And that's about the thickness we want to serve. And so we're going to go ahead and put the ham into the soup And that's a good amount of ham. So it's all been cleaned and defatted. All right, and that soup is done. Turn up the heat, remove it from the heat. It doesn't need to be on the heat anymore. All right, so anyway, you got to serve it up. Now check it out. Look at all those nice little chunks of ham. You got some carrots in there. The onions basically disappear in the soup. You don't even know they're there, but they certainly added a lot of flavor. Even the celery just kind of disappeared. This is a very creamy soup, and it's very hearty and great on those winter nights. So I got to tell you, this is one good bite of food. I hope you give it a try, and I hope you come back each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, ciao. Geez, I'm sounding a little hoarse.